5 people have moved the Supreme Court and they have moved to the Supreme Court against the arrests of activists. The top court is likely to hear their plea later today. Well, 5 eminent personalities have moved to top court, including Romila Thapar, Devaki Jain, Prabhat Patnaik, Satish, Deshpande, as well as Maja, Daruwala. They've moved the top court against the arrest of activists that took place. The top court is going to be hearing the plea later today. Remember, the arrests of these prominent activists and intellectuals has been seen by civil society groups, activists, as nothing but an attempt by the government to strike terror against those who are fighting for justice for the marginalized. And keeping that in mind, these personalities, 5 eminent personalities, have moved the top court. Romila Thapar, Devaki Jain, Prabhat Patnaik, Satish Deshpande and Maja Daruwala in fact have moved the top court, and their plea is going to be heard later today. Meenakshi Banja now joining us on the phone line. Meenakshi, so the top court has been moved by eminent personalities. Who's going to be representing the activists, and on what grounds have they moved the top court?
Well, a whole bunch of lawyers, senior eminent counsels. We saw Abhishek Manu Singh make a mentioning before the Honorable Chief Justice of India's court. Then we've had Dushyant Dave, Prashant Bhushan, all rendering their services for this particular issue. Because remember, we have seen dramatic developments play out from yesterday. And given the fact that this is a high-stake matter where the Pune police insists it has a lot of evidence basis which it is launching this kind of operation along with the aid of Delhi police, and just in the morning where the Delhi High Court was all set to hear the plea which has been filed by Gaurav Naulakha, we saw as to how well prepared the undertakings of the police were. Because remember, even the documents, this encompasses the FIR and the other relevant documents basis which the arrests or the detentions have been made. They are not translated in English as we speak, which is completely a must for operations in the Delhi High Court. And for that reason alone, the hearing now has been shifted to the second half of the day, which is around 2:15. So yes, there will be multiple hearings in both forums, in the High Court and parallel hearings even in the Supreme Court, which is slated for 3:45, where these arbitrary, as it is being termed, arrests will be highlighted for the Supreme Court to also intervene.
All right, Meenakshi Banja, we leave it at that. Thanks for joining in and getting us those inputs. Well, after multi-city raids and arrests by the Pune police related to the Bhima Koregaon violence took place, more drama unfolded last night, where lawyers of activist SUDHA BHARADWAJ raised an alarm late night, claiming that she was being moved overnight to Maharashtra by the Pune police. She was then taken to the magistrate's home late night for a hearing, and the magistrate asked the police to comply with the High Court order and keep her under house arrest till tomorrow. Earlier on Tuesday, Pune police had arrested 5 people, including activists as well as lawyers.
टाइम मिल गया है इनको सुधा भारद्वाज को कि ये शी विल बी फ्रीड फ्रॉम द पुलिस कस्टडी, बट शी विल बी अंडर द मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ द पुलिस. शी विल बी हर मूवमेंट्स आर रेस्ट्रिक्टेड.
पुणे के पुलिस आए थे तो बताया कि भीमा कोरेगांव को विषय को लेके अरेस्ट हो रहा है, और मैं भीमा कोरेगांव का केस जो चल रहा है उससे जुड़ित हूँ एज अ लॉयर, क्योंकि हमारे एक वकील इसमें अरेस्टेड है, सुरेंद्र गडलिंग, एक प्रोफेसर शोमा सेन और दूसरे कार्यकर्ते जो लोग हैं, एक्टिविस्ट जो डेमोक्रेटिक राइट्स. तो जो भीमा कोरेगांव का अरेस्ट जो हुआ 6 तारीख को, तो उसके बारे में ही हम लोग काफ़ी एक्सपोजर किए थे.
जनतंत्र पर हमला तो ये है ही, ये तो बुनियादी और सिंपल बात है कहने की। ये पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एंड ह्यूमन राइट्स पर हमला है, क्योंकि जनतंत्र के ढांचे और प्रक्रियाएं बदलती रह रही है और आज कानून भी बदल रहे, कल संविधान भी बदला जाएगा।
The police is taking its own action, and then next will be the judiciary after that. But no one should raise question on police as now, because we know that there are urban Maoists working within the state of Maharashtra and other states, and the Maharashtra police has taken action.